never gonna change the color.
I'm sorry, as far as I know, that's the only thing it does.
Okay. Still, it's cool. Way cooler than Trigger, which we just finished watching. I'm the Kaiju no Kami with...
I'm Cruellica Kain.
And...
Silver Quill, who didn't know we'd actually started. I thought he was just...
No shit!
Yep.
I thought he was just playing with his driver in front of everyone before we got serious.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Can you not break it?
Anyway, so we are here to talk about Ultraman Trigger episodes 23 and 24. The last 2 episodes before the grand finale.
Grand is a relative term.
I was gonna say, is it really grand? Is it really good? Is it really positive?
Do you really
Yes,
want
it's
to?
totally positive. Because then it's over.
And
So
then we
it's a
get-
very positive experience.
I don't agree.
Yeah, you live with them. I mean, you know, this is...
Oh, this is a daily thing.
I know, that's why I'm glad I don't live here.
Well, you are more than welcome to take him home with you. I am so happy to do like a custody share and everybody gets a turn
Wait.
living with him for like a week.
Does that mean you want to divorce me?
Yes, you want half of everything you own.
What?
Which means you might as well just bring half of everything that you have on the floor over and she'll have to clean it up here.
I can live with that. That's one way to reduce clutter.
Yeah, bring it here. But that means you have to live with him for a week.
Ah, I see my downfall.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have the money, he's got the money, I'm all set.
Are we your sugar daddies?
Honey, this is why I keep on saying way of the house husband.
Tachibana.
Why? What did I do? What did I do? Why? You have to use my trigger? Which, again, you see how eager we are to discuss.
Alright, so Ultraman Trigger, Dargon gets taken over by Carmilla.
Oh, no, look, this 2-parter can be summed up in one sentence. The Ultra ex-girlfriend needs to get laid.
Okay. I can actually sum it up in one word. Boring.
I was lost and I was actually watching it.
Hey,
I watched.
I
know
watched.
what's going on.
I knew what was going on until up to the latter parts where I was like, hey, RuPaul's Drag Race came out with their 2nd episode for season 14. I need to get on that. So basically, I spent the latter part of, well, actually, no, the middle part of episode 24 just kind of catching up on RuPaul's Drag Race Twitter.
Drag raced?
Yeah.
Apparently you don't know how to speak.
I have to avoid you for 2 weeks because you're a plague bringer and now you assault me. Have at ye. That was a weak
Can
threat.
I have an erasable?
What?
And I need it. And can you grocer it?
I doubt these complain a lot.
Yeah, we already know that. That's old news. Anyway, so we've got Dargon gets taken over by Carmilla. Dargon's attacking the city, but then he breaks the spell because Yuna gets in danger. Then he's like, okay, well, let's have a fair duel. And then he's taken over again by Carmilla, but then he breaks the spell because Yuna's in danger.
Again.
It basically, I think his, like, Yuna trigger came on.
I'm like, did they seriously just rehash the same plot in the second half of the episode that we just had in the first half of the episode?
Yep.
Basically, we're right back to square one.
Did you fit this around your waist?
No,
No, he's got the...
I've got a bungee cord extended.
Oh, because I was like, wow, you are doing great if you fit this around your waist.
Okay, if I fit that around my waist, I am bulimic. You need to get me to a hospital. I mean, that was designed for children. This is designed for children. I even tried that to fit around my neck.
Anyway.
I thought about doing a video where I just had this rider belt under my chin the whole time. But no, I thought that would result in like autoerotic asphyxiation. And then I'd be accused of being a horrible idiot.
Arr, arr, arr.
Oh, Kamen Rider.
Arr.
Oh, hold still.
Arr.
Hold still. Where's that switch?
Pull my trigger. Arr.
Okay, so anyways, within the episode, we actually got some very limited development because there wasn't all that much. For episode 23, I really don't feel like there was that much.
Oh, how can you say that when they got outside again? When the
For
crew...
a picture in front of a CGI screen.
But they were outside, kinda.
Okay, I'm done with this.
Well, come on, I like the Kamen Rider Pirate.
Yeah,
The driver is his eye patch. Toei, get on it.
Oh, that's one to do. Yeah, why haven't they done that yet?
A pirate.
Where the eye patch is the henshin device. Like, henshin 2!
Because of fears of electrocution.
But that'd be cool. Or even having a card-based system where he puts it up to the eye and the eye reads the card.
Oh, actually, oh god, there was an anime that had like, oh shit,
Wait.
now I can't remember it. There was an anime where he was like a priest, and one of his eyes was like a demon eye that judged people. If Facebook, wherever, Twitter, YouTube, people. Come up with this anime. I can't remember it.
People who need people.
It was like he had a demon or something in his eye. It was an older anime from like the earlier 2000s.
Vampire Hunter D?
No, it wasn't that cool.
Okay, anyway. So, Dargon...
Oh, but hang on, we're still talking about them being outside in the air, talking about their deep friendship, which totally exists, I think.
For like the 30 seconds we had it.
I mean, the very big thing about this episode and the one that follows is they're supposed to be relying on these intense bonds that happened off screen.
Okay, the only bonding I have seen done is the bonding that happens when you change into Nurse Desi and the legs have to bond back to the ship.
Totally cheating.
The only bonding I've seen is whenever Yuna's in bondage because she's been captured.
I guess I had the debate, is she an April O'Neil or a Princess Peach at this point?
But
So,
the challenge of this is...
okay,
This really felt like a filler episode. I understand it's supposed to weave everything in and wrap it all up.
Just dies. Like, okay, so the Nurse Desi goes through Dargon's just dead without any type of send-off.
Oh, wait. They called him the Herculean Warrior, which is Greek, and Greeks were horny as hell. So you have Edgelord penetrating deep into Dargon with his long thrusting snake, which is all aglow with the power of battle. Oh my
Technically
goodness.
it works because in Greek mythology, Hercules, after losing his friends, put his spear into the ground and then thrust his body onto the spear.
And he lost his friends? I thought it was because a cloak was tormenting him.
Well, whichever one it was.
Because it was the spear of Longinus, right?
No, that was
that's
Jesus.
Oh, shit, yes.
Jinx. How did we say the exact same thing on that? Phrases you don't normally say, no, that was Jesus. That is like hearing that coming out of your mouth, of all things.
Honey, are you going into the priesthood and you just haven't told me?
Well, after you sold me on priesthood with the demon eye and stuff, I'm like, well, that actually sounds kind of cool.
You got down with the Jeebus. You got coming down with the Jeebus.
But anyway, so...
I'm that's it. The day is done. Nothing is going to peak Kaiju no Kami saying, no, that was Jesus.
I got the wrong spear. I'm sorry.
Yes, remember, Evangelion has the spear of Longinus.
Oh, yeah. You really got that.
Oh, so you learned about Jesus facts from Evangelion?
Yeah, you really got the shaft on that one.
Because if that's how you learned about a Jesus fact, I'm a little concerned.
Well,
You can
no,
learn- you can learn angel names.
I learned about Jesus in my medieval history class.
He was.
Oh yeah, because you never learned about Jesus at home. I promise you that.
He was a bit before medieval times. I'll tell you that.
I know.
No.
I mean that.
That one time I went to that church with my grandma when I was staying over and she was going to church that night. I think they talked about Jesus, but I'm not sure.
At least they didn't say that one time at band camp.
That one time at that church that didn't actually burn down when I stepped in it.
I bequeath thee. Ye hath quivered me tuppence.
But anyway, so Dargon breaks the spell of Chimera, gets killed, and then gets sucked into Chimera.
I'm just gonna leave that.
Oh,
no,
this is so much more Freudian than I first thought. After the
sucks
No. We are not going there, gentlemen.
She blows in
Marcus!
Gentlemen. We're gentlemen around here.
Okay. Dickless Wonders. No.
Well, now that's just low pitting. That's below the belt.
Anyway, so then Carmela kidnaps Yuna.
Again.
Uses Yuna to open up the Eternity Core.
Again.
And then she turns into a giant monster, and then the next episode starts, and she morphs into even more things after she beats Trigger, and then everyone learns that Kengo is Trigger.
No, that's the next episode.
Yeah, I said episode ends.
I didn't know we are already moving into the next episode.
Carmela's the monster form.
No, you're skipping key nuances. Like this. We're talking about the friendship of the crew. Kengo gets knocked out, even in his glitter form. He gets knocked back, and next time we see him, he's stumbling onto the Nurse Desi. Yeah?
I get knocked back.
Oh my God, we're not doing Chumbawamba. Please, God, we're not doing Chumbawamba.
Well, here's what you have to realize. First off, we see the shuttle again for like 2 seconds in the opening.
Mm-hmm.
That means Kengo had to drag himself back to the shuttle, fly it back while heavily injured, and stumble down the hallway to see everyone.
Oh, yeah.
So when they say that there's this deep friendship behind them, bull shit. They won't even go to pick up an injured friend. I mean, what does that say?
I love how you said that. Because, in all honesty, I was waiting to hear, like, so many things crash. But,
deep friendship won't even spare a ride.
Well, I know, because Edgelord and...
That's probably because he has their only ship out.
That's just dumb.
If that's their only ship, then I'm a little concerned.
And then we have this random dude that's like working on the ship with Marulu.
Holta. Because apparently...
There's other people on that ship?
Well, that's what confused me. I was like, was he at the base? Was he on the ship? Is there an auxiliary crew that we never see?
Are there other people on this ship?
Because I know in Star Trek, it looks like there's only like 10 characters, so there's only like 10 people on the crew until you have those random hallway walks where you see random ensigns and...
But have we ever actually seen more than that crew on that ship?
Well, you see, they can't really show them, because every time they transform into battle mode, no one gets secured, so they all throw around.
I'm sorry. No, Robotech did it all the time.
Seriously, I'm trying to remember if we've ever actually seen crew members and guards on that ship, because
we have not.
Because Ignis...
Do not rack your brain.
Because Ignis had to escort himself to the prison cell one episode, didn't he?
Well, here's the thing. You've never seen hallways in this. There's only doors and an implied hallway.
Okay.
Can I just say, though, if they did that in the Doctor Who world... If they just had rooms and no hallways, that would be
boring.
Yes!
That's what I'm saying. Like, even Doctor Who had corridors.
Even though it was one corridor that you use multiple times.
So why didn't we ever see the Nurse Desi's corridor?
Because it was just one... Have you not seen how Nurse Desi folds out?
It's a giant circle. Nurse Desi is a giant circle. Surely we could have seen...
Don't call me Shirley.
...the whole ship in one corridor.
Actually, now I'm just thinking Mr. Popo looking at the Nurse Daisy. All these squares form a circle. All these squares form a circle. All these squares form a circle.
But
It's a challenge, though, to rack your brain around this, because the challenge is you want to, and then the result is I need more booze.
Getting back on to Jesus, we kind of learn, Kengo was just a Jesus baby.
No, he was a Moses baby. We have to have this debate.
Okay, so I understand what you were talking about.
Jesus
But
Jesus technically had no father because
he had a father.
No, he has a father.
His father's God.
Yes.
Come on, you got to do the Mortal Kombat. Yeah,
But Jesus had no father that is known. And then Kengo has no father that is known.
Jesus had a father who is very known. He's God.
Okay. All right, Kaiju, hubby.
His real form.
Okay. Let's, before we insult a billion plus people with your lack of knowledge of religion, which is certainly fine.
Religion.
But no, stop.
I am the
stop.
I am the Kaiju no Kami. Kami means God. Now bow.
Okay. Nevertheless, so that means you're the father of Jesus?
No, it just means he's one of the.
I might be. I just don't know it.
The Bible called for false prophets to show up.
I was gonna say, so does that mean we need to go to? Oh God, what's that dude that always has the results? The talk show dude.
Oh, Dr. Phil?
No, the other one.
Jerry Springer?
No, the other one. The one that's still on television.
Wendy Williams?
Dr. Dre?
Doctor
Who?
No,
Dr.
it's
Strange.
not a doctor.
Dr. Midnight.
I said it's not a doctor.
Okay, Oprah?
She's not on television anymore.
Nurse Cratchit?
That's a movie.
Nurse Desi?
Judge Judy?
That's not... Okay.
Wow.
I don't know who you're talking about. I'm trying to think of all the talk show hosts. Stephen Colbert?
He doesn't do results like that.
Okay.
Oh, no, he does. He just poll results. And he's the only thing that's going to keep me going through elections.
Ellen
this year.
DeGeneres.
One, I said a man.
Oh.
Maury Povich.
Who? Double jinx!
Maury Povich.
I mean, I could accept two more than Jesus coming out of your mouth, but you know.
Does a talk show, and generally the joke is now most of the talk shows are women coming on the show accusing like 3 or 4 men of being the father, and then he does the results, and one of them, so usually they're not the papa,
Not the mama.
and then one
Not
of
the
them.
papa. Not the papa.
Okay,
So,
all right.
but nevertheless,
Alloweth me to make my case for why he is a Moses baby, not a Jesus baby.
sure, let's start.
All right. This goes to the archetype of the golden child. Is this
Wasn't that movie in the 90s?
With Jet Li?
Yes.
quite possibly, but it goes further than that. The idea behind this is that there's a child of amazing potential who by all rights should not exist. His childhood is fraught with peril to begin with.
Oh, Momotaro.
Probably.
We're just going to reference everything.
Probably. So he has this potential to grow into the king, this great grand being. But he is still a child, which means he is, there are impulsiveness, selfishness, the need for growth. So he needs to be under the care of very special caregivers. Care under caregivers, not my best line, I admit. But the idea is that it takes a special kind of raising for him to reach his full potential. But the world is seemingly set against him. His birth is impossible. Moses floating down the river, and I gotta say, Prince of Egypt added a lot of peril to that with like...
They did, but Moses was technically a prince. I know that.
He was.
Because he was an Egyptian prince.
So, here we have Ultraman Trigger, petrified and floating through space, crash landing. And here's a baby who is not caught in a cave-in, not lost to starvation, because here comes this special caregiver to whisk him away and raise him right, so that in time he can rise to claim the throne of the king in the form of Ultraman
But
Trigger.
he's technically his own son.
Well, no.
There.
So I know where you're coming from with this. The reason why I use the alternate argument of him being like that, because that's a very similar story to Goku, if you want to use an anime reference of Dragon Ball Z.
Moses and Goku.
For the Golden Child, yes,
Yes.
because he comes down.
He come down. He was
The reason why I also look at the...
Momotaros.
Yes, there's so many different examples.
Dude, stop telling us about your Taurus.
But anyways, the reason why I reference the Jesus aspect is because of the fact that whereas Moses was or even a golden child, was was basically like a tool to express the words of the power. Jesus was actually the power.
You got the power!
Now imagine if Jesus came, well, no, I guess it would be Moses came down from the mountain and was like, smile, smile! I think the Old Testament would have gone a very different direction.
Well, you never know. Maybe that's why the Red Sea decided to split. It got sick of hearing smile, smile.
The Lord has given the official...
Not to really go into the religious...
Okay. This
No,
is how,
can I finish? Can I finish?
This shows how much we hate Trigger. We're gone into religious studies.
Well, I was gonna finish...
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say not to go too far into religion, but I think the reason why we do continuously veer off topic is because we have to make our own context. Because going past this...
Excuse me, sir. You got religion in my Ultraman?
Oh, no, sir, you have your Ultraman in my religion.
But,
I'm triggered!
but anyways... Alright, way of the house has been touched. Anyway, so we move on after this compelling story about religion.
Wait, what's your kill switch?
I don't have one.
Oh, yeah, she does.
But we move on.
Just go, continue.
And now we get to the point of Monica Kengo being called out by Ultra ex-girlfriend.
Who
And
really needs to get laid.
yes.
She's carrying a lot of tension.
And so they all
He's carrying
question.
around a dildo with her.
So they question why
Why
she is calling out Kengo, and then Edgelord is like, oh, they're coming here, and Dave and Schizo are like, well, why? And then Kengo comes up and he's like, because of me? And then everybody freaks out except for Jafar. Jafar is like all chill.
He's like, yo, I totally know you're Ultraman, but I'm not going to go say that you're Ultraman. So come on, just basically admit that you're Ultraman, because we're all friends here. It's cool.
But that reminds me a couple episodes ago where Kengo was missing for most of the time, and we kind of guessed he knew right then. But he still put up the act, you too! Get up here!
Well, exactly. And then when Kengo says, I'm Ultraman Trigger, Dave is like, wait, really? And Schizo is like, that doesn't make sense. And I'm like, how?
And she says that doesn't make sense, and then a minute later she says, well, that explains why you've always disappeared when Trigger has appeared. Like, what? Wait, but you just said that didn't make sense.
Meanwhile, the chairman of Jafar over here is like, so this was a test of their deductive reasoning skills, which we've established do not exist.
That's why they're always on the ship. We have now gotten the conclusion of why they're not allowed to leave the ship.
But they're controlling the most powerful weapon in humankind's arsenal.
Because that takes simple focus.
Even Marulu is a frickin' moron, and she's a frickin' Metron. The Metrons are supposed to... the Metrons are supposed to be able to know if someone's an alien or not right away, because it's part of their...
DNA.
So, the fact that she didn't even know...
Well, he is from Mars, so technically he is an alien if he was born on Mars.
But can he tell women are from Venus?
No, women are from the penis. But anyway.
Technically, guys are too.
But.
Wow. So we went there.
But
we're just abandoning anything.
Where the house husband, Tachibana.
I'm sorry, you've overloaded me. I'm in Tachibana shock now.
Yeah, it's not working.
So, we kind of skipped over Dargon's death. I mean, okay.
Because we didn't care.
Well, I mean, there's the part where it's like, my friend, and it's kind of that One Piece pose when they're sailing off and saying bye to Evie. But
we are.
And Edgelord's like, don't call me. Don't try that, my friend. Baka. It's not like we're like you or anything. And I was like, you've had like 2 minutes of conversation, tops.
And half of that was from like 15 episodes ago.
It's actually, these episodes made me appreciate how little the Giants of Darkness have actually done throughout this series. Mm-hmm. That with all the guest villains, I really think Trigger Dark would have been the better villain. Final villain.
Yeah.
Are you kind of losing your mind because you're having like this random laughing?
So Joker. Oh wait, where's the duck?
Oh, I can grab them if you want.
It's not worth the time you'd be away. We still need to offend you. Mostly we at long last come to my Ultra ex-girlfriend's most shellfish look.
I have to say, it looks stupid. Especially the 2 things hanging down from her chin. I have many words of what those look like. I'm not going to say them because...
Oh, why not? We have. But what about when you zoom in and she's surrounded by wiggling tentacles around her face? Are you not telling me there's not a little bit of phallicness in that?
All I thought of was Wicked.
Why do we even need to see that? Why can't she just have turned into this big, bulky monster that is just destroying things? Why do we even need to see...
To hint that there's a hint of the old Ultrix girlfriend.
Why?
Which could be reached through the power of golden sparkles.
Well, because we all... Okay.
I'm a bronian even.
Can't we just have a monster that is like completely mindless, that we don't that she turned into a completely mindless beast, so it's just a beast destroying stuff that is very terrifying?
No, because she has to be saved by the power of smiles. She needs to be the dentist spokesperson.
Kaiju. Smile.
But she needs to be rescued by the power of smiles.
Smiles?
Smiles.
I'm about to go freaking Aguilera on YouTube.
Christina?
Sure.
Aguilera?
It'll be like a genie in a bottle. Bam!
Wow, the fact that you actually know Christina Aguilera song.
You've said that before.
It still amazes me.
But it rubs you the wrong way.
But anyway. And then the episode just ends.
No, it ends with the obligatory crotch shot.
The fact that they freeze framed on that for the very last shot of the show. So I mean, of all the angles, I thought the shot of Trigger and Dark Trigger doing their final attack would have been a great.
But that was the other thing we missed though. So Ignis then just randomly appears in the control room again.
Well, that's a preview.
No.
Before he was there when he was saying I'm Trigger.
Yeah, he just randomly appears there, and they're like,
didn't you know he has keys to the ship?
Hey Ignis, you want to help me? Well, I'm getting paid, and they haven't done anything with me, so sure. And apparently Toei forgot to call me for the Gokaiger 10 years later.
Wait, really? But he's dead.
I know, but still.
He's dead in Gokaiger!
And how many other characters have Toei killed off that they've brought back in movies?
Did they bring back Guy when they did the 10 years later of...
Guy, you mean in the Gokaiger episode? When they
No, I meant for 10 years later when they did Jetman.
Well, 1, they didn't do it 10 years later of Jetman.
Okay.
2... You mean the same guy that appeared in the Gokaiger Jetman?
He was dead! So was what's his face from Abba Ranger?
Yes! They appeared as ghosts! Bosco could appear as a ghost in the Gokaiger movie!
Why are they gonna do that? They already did that!
Because it's Toei!
Did Arakawa write the movie?
Yes.
Oh, that might actually be good.
Yes.
Don't you dare call me!
And anyway, they brought Abare Killer back in the Deca Ranger Abba Ranger movie, and he was dead. They've brought...
Oh, you're calling him.
Hurry up and answer before the copyright claim comes in.
What?
I miss talking to you.
Well, that's what you get for ditching us last week. Bye.
I didn't ditch him yet. Well, she had the COVIDs.
But anyway,
I'm over here and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I'm on the record, I did not call you as instructed. I did not call you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, that slip on my bosom.
Okay, anyway.
Watch the first kaiju snuff film.
Anyway, people don't want to see some ass shots. So, I guess we're leaving that here. These episodes of Trigger kind of suck.
Beating me.
You can click like, subscribe, bell
You
notification.
can't catch this action on any other channel, even mine, which is MLP Silver Quill. MLP Silver Quill on Twitter, DeviantArt. Watch, and apparently in the lawsuit forthcoming.
Alright. Kaiju no Kami at Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Discord, Patreon, and then the website creativitybydesignllc.com and store for merchandise.
Shop.
Shop, yeah, that one.
Next time, the ultimate question, will we actually talk about the finale or just write it off? Wait, is this count as a Bible study group tonight?
Wait,
Alright, see if your college will let you get credits for having to listen to us talk about religious history. Because you should get at least 4 credits for having to listen to that with your Ultraman. Until next time. Bye.